want to remind you guys that I am learning as I go, just like you guys are learning as you go and how to fit coaching into your life. And so now I've figured out how to fit coaching into my life, but now I'm trying this other element of how to coach you guys. Or I don't like saying coach, but how to mentor you guys into figuring that out too. Because some of you guys know my story, but my coach started out like a month before I became a coach. So a lot of what we all did together was learn as you go. And what's hard now is I was never coached by an established coach before, so I never had any resources that we didn't all come up with together. So I just want you guys to know that I am in this with you, and it's. I hope that makes you guys feel better. Does it at all?
It does.
Okay. So, but that's what's cool about being a coach is nothing is like you have all these things, but nothing is like Bible, if that makes sense. So what works for me might not work for you, or what never worked for me might work for you. So that's why every single month I'm always reevaluating where we're at and what's gone well and what needs to be improved. And so one of those, I actually just had a call with my success partner, Danielle, as you guys all know who she is. And she gave me this great idea that I want to throw out to you guys. She said that I should try partnering with you guys in your conversations directly. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. But let me explain what it means. So like when you're on Facebook, you can actually do a group chat and add people into that chat. Same with on text message and stuff. So number one, I want I lost my train of thought. And so that way, you can literally have me in there and see what I would say to that person. And when you're talking to that person, all you have to say is, hey, let's do a conversation with me and my friend Noelle or my coach. And so that together we can figure out what the best plan is for you. That will help make them feel like, oh, this is a legitimate thing. And that'll also help you feel more confident in your conversations. What do you think? What are your thoughts, hesitations, whatever? Renika has a thinking face on.
Oh. I think that would definitely help me, especially starting out. Sometimes I get a little, I don't really know what to say after they ask me a few questions, and I feel like I'm giving as much as I can, but then they may ask me something and I'm just like, oh, Noelle, I don't know what to say or what to respond.
Yeah. Well, I want to say too, if anyone asks you a question you don't have the answer to, like, just be humble and say, guys, this is my first time. I don't really know. Let me get back to you. That always helps. Like, kind of like a self-deprecation thing always helps because someone's already feeling nervous talking about their struggles. No one just says, like, oh, Renika, girl I met on Instagram, or girl I haven't talked to in 2 weeks or 2 years. Let me just talk to you about how I hate looking at myself in the mirror. Like, that's real. Like, the fact that you've gotten to the point with someone where they are starting to answer those questions, you need to take a step back and pat yourself on the back because you've already established that they feel some sort of connection with you.
Yeah.
So if you feel stuck in anything, I don't ever want anyone to feel ashamed or feel like, oh, I just can't do this too hard, or I don't want to ask Noelle or anyone on the group, because we all feel that way. I've been doing this for 4 years and I still get nervous and like sweaty and think, oh my gosh, I'm going to screw this up, and it's totally, and that's when I text Danielle and I say, tell me I'm doing this right, so I really just want you guys to realize that, and that's one of the reasons why I created these little pods, because I want you all to see that we're all in this. And I'm still working on being more transparent, because I've been the only person I've ever had to hold myself accountable to is Danielle. I'm trying to think. Did you have a question in there? Oh, the other thing I was going to say, and my goal for this is I'm not going to be in every single one of your conversations for the rest of your coaching career. It's to get you to Success Club. It's so that you have your own little, like, Rolodex of, not the right word, but your own little place to refer back to and say, oh, what was that thing the way that Noelle said that one thing, you know? And I don't think it's going to feel like the most perfect solution yet because it might be awkward, like, at first, but that's the other part of, like, hey, I want to try, like, I'm a brand new coach, so I don't have all the answers, and I really want to help you start right. So I want to do a conversation with me and my girlfriend, Noelle, who's done this a little bit longer. You could even say it like that. Does that sound good?
I mean, to me, I can see two different sides of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, one side sounds great where I absolutely need the help,
Mm-hmm.
but then I also think about what would someone say? Why should I trust her to work with me if she's brand new, she needs somebody else she's relying on? Why not just go with someone else who is already established, who knows what they're doing?
Well,
And those are the hesitations that I have.
okay. So I guess my question is, what do you mean by established? Because what you
Like
have,
someone who's not brand new.
but brand new and how? Like brand new. I'm trying to be like, I'm trying to play devil's advocate here with you. That's why I'm asking these weird questions. But like new as in
New to coaching.
just one coach. I need this person who's run hundreds of accountability groups and has hundreds of people that she's working with instead of working with a girl who has 5. This will sound more appealing to you.
I don't know. I guess I can see from my point of view, I absolutely need someone there to at least help me. But I'm thinking of the other side where maybe someone who is looking to get in shape or to change up their fitness routine probably needs someone more established or someone who's been down that road before, not someone who's currently going through it, just learning along the way.
Okay. So maybe we need to approach it differently. Like when you are talking to someone, instead of saying like, "Hey, I don't know the answer to that question. How about we jump on this call with my coach?" That seems like, okay, well, why don't I just go talk to your coach then? Instead, we need to frame it like my team and I are hosting this group. So I want to talk to you about it with me and my teammates. You know, about what we have created together. Me and Noelle created this thing together.
That makes a lot more sense.
And so, and she's in charge of like talking about the fun games and stuff. And I'm the one focusing on recruiting people. Like, you know, that's why we want to share what we are creating. Does that feel better?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm gonna have is an invite script into that. And that's what I will write up for you guys so that when you have that conversation, once you invite someone and they say, yes, I want to do it, and you say, awesome. Can I have your cell phone number? Because I want to do a group chat with you and the girl who helped me create this group. And I want so we can talk to you about it and answer your questions together. Does that sound like an easier transition?
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound like something that would make you more confident?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions or hesitations? Because that was such a good point, and I think you're so right. And it's all about how we craft that like connection point.
I was thinking that people might you're like, okay, well, Sierra, I feel comfortable talking with you about this, but including somebody else, I'm not sure, because that's how I would feel with you. Like, I would talk to you about anything, but like sharing my before pictures with other people, it took me a long time. And I know not just before pictures that I'm talking about, just your goals in general, being vulnerable with somebody.
Yeah. So I guess that would be on you to gauge that person.
Okay.
And I think you could offer that, you know, and in that sense, then that's on you to reach out to me to be like, Noelle, this is where I'm at this conversation. You know, can you walk me through it? Like what to say? Like this is what I'm gonna say. You know, this is the part that I'm stuck. Do you guys all have a general point in your conversations or in your coaching spot that you feel like, I hate this part. I don't know what to say. What is it?
Follow-ups still.
Okay. So what about follow-ups exactly? So is it after someone says yes? Is it after the fact that they don't respond anything? Is it just seeing something in your inbox?
It's kind of a combination of all.
Okay.
I have this girl that I've been talking to, and I just met her on Facebook. And I've been like, hey, do you want to join? And she likes all my pictures and everything and says I want to join. And I'll email her like, hey, or I'll message her on Facebook like, hey, do you want to join? She's like, yes. I'm like, what shake would you like? And we go through all that, and not just directly there, but I'm skipping a lot of it. We'll go through like, what shake do you like? And she's like, chocolate. I'm like, great, vegan, regular. She's like, regular. I'm like, okay, I sent you the link. Let me know when you sign up, because that's what you did to me. Let me know when you sign up. I'm like, okay. And then I'll text her, or not text her, but I'll message her again like 2 weeks later. I know it's probably way too long. And I'll ask the same thing again, like, hey girl, just checking in with you, seeing how everything's going. Are you still interested? Got a couple spots left? And she'd be like, yes. And I'm like, I'll resend you the link. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, respond, girl, respond. And she doesn't.
So, maybe ask her like what's holding her back, because Noelle always, I feel like that's a main question that you always ask, like what's holding you back? I'm here to help, and just let her know that you're here for her. Maybe she did the link, maybe she's afraid of the price, and kind of go over that with her. If it's a price thing, then like break it down, like, okay, it's $160 for Beachbody on Demand challenge pack. That's $5 a day. Skip getting your Starbucks Frappuccino every morning and you got it paid for. Like just something like that.
A lot of sense. Yeah.
That's all I would say. If ever you're seeing anyone like that,
just see where she's at.
I want to chime in on this because that girl was me. That girl was totally me. And I know Noelle is probably like, oh. And that was me. She would send me that link a couple of different times, months after months. And I'd be like, yes, I'm still interested. And then she would reach out and be like, what's up? And I'm like, but I'm still interested. She even sent me the breakdown of the prices of what I'm getting. And in my mind, I couldn't wrap myself around the cost. So I'm just going to say, keep reaching out to her, because Noelle told me, I'm going to get you one day. Here I am.
One key thing that you left out that I'm gonna add in to that story is that Renika and I met on Instagram, but our conversations didn't stay on Instagram because that's where they can die. I asked her cell phone number, and I got in her face. You know, like not like creepy. Like I was just checking on her about her kids. Like, hey girl, how you doing in life? Like, you know, like we talked about everything. We talked on the phone. Like, we built a friendship, not just a transaction, you know? So that would be my suggestion.
I do need to work on that.
Do what Jordan says, but I'll just say, like, girl, what's holding you back? And then you could even say something like, you know, this is definitely what I said to Renika. I know it's what I said to you. I said something like, hey, because we were talking back and forth on Instagram, like, hey, I'm about to be somewhere where I don't have cell reception. Can we just chat via texting? Or I don't have internet. Can we just chat via texting? Or, hey, it's easier to reach me via texting. What's your cell? Mine's X, Y, and Z. And then we start texting. Something like that. Like, it doesn't have to be like anything serious, but just be like, hey, I don't like checking my Instagram messaging that much or Facebook Messenger that much, but I really want to keep talking to you. Can you text me?
That makes sense.
So maybe a conversion from social media to phone call via text message or something too.
Exactly.
Would be a transition.
I wrote 3 things down for you, Renika. Get them on the phone. Ask them what's holding you back. And bless and release. That's what I had to do with Renika. Yeah, there would be times when I'm like, this is the time. This is the moment. This is what's going to happen. And it wasn't. And I could have been so frustrated and like thought really down on myself about it and been like, oh, I'm such a failure. But I just had to bless her, release her, and moving on. Someone else, invite someone else. And I can promise you guys this, and I know I've told you this before, But Danielle and I discovered this, this weird universe thing that when you bless and release and you move your focus onto someone else, those people come around. They always come around. Always. We got Renika here because she came around. Not because every day I wrote myself a note. Just see what she, harass her. It wasn't that. It was just, it pop up in my mind one day and be like, let me reach out to her because I blessed and released her. Does that help?
Sure.
Okay. But yeah, get them on the phone, texting, ask the what's holding you back question. I'm pretty sure I asked you that, Sierra.
You did. You absolutely did. I was like, I don't know about the price. And you were like, yeah, well, I mean, you said, are you serious about reaching your health goals? I was like, well, yeah, I'm serious. What do you mean?
This is so embarrassing for me to hear sometimes.
Why?
Because I'm giving you everything that I said to you.
That's okay. Why is that embarrassing?
It's just funny. It's just funny. Oh,
It is. It's
you don't
hilarious.
know how hard it was for me to ask you that question too. I had to get out of my own way to ask you that question. I didn't want to ask it because it could have gone two ways. Girl, get out of my face. I don't know you. Or, yeah, I'm serious. It could go.
That's exactly how it went. And you gotta sell, and you got me as coach, and now we're all team.
Exactly. Oh. So now it's your turn to get that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when you're feeling that, so this kind of leads to overwhelmed calling, because whenever I'm feeling stressed or I'm feeling like there's just so much that I have to do, I don't do anything. Mm-hmm. I just throw my hands up, put my feet up, and I just kind of veg out because I can't handle it. You guys go through that at all?
Oh, absolutely.
Isn't that funny how similar we all are?
Yeah.
But the thing is that that's why having a routine like a power hour helps. Because I can say, well, I don't want to do anything, but at least right now I can do some adding a friend. And then you start seeing the things that you put off. And here's one. But this is the difference though. Group chat versus follow-up. So this goes back into that bless and release thing that I'm talking about, because I'm not the best at it. I can follow up with people who've said, hey, I'm interested all day long. But I need to bless and release and go follow up with people in general, because that's when those people who said they were interested are going to reach out to me, because I'm not focused on them, letting myself feel overwhelmed, and I am putting out good content. I am making connections with friends so that when it comes to inviting, I have that follow-up list that I've done. But when you don't have just a healthy, regular follow-up list, which is just talking to people about life, making friendships, inviting is going to start feeling hard. Okay? Does that make sense, you guys? Mm-hmm. So let's go back to talking about overwhelm. So Renika, were you saying that you relate to when you feel overwhelmed, you just don't do anything kind of thing? Or you do something different?
For sure. When I feel overwhelmed, I just don't open my app. I would just see the messages and I would just not respond, because sometimes I don't know what to say, or I'm just too tired to think of something to say.
Yeah, I get that. What about in life in general? Is that kind of like a common thread? Like if you're feeling overwhelmed with housework, you don't do it all, or you just kind of wait until like you can't take it anymore, or like what do you do in that sense?
In life, I'm kind of the person that I kind of like procrastinate a bit until I absolutely have to get it done. Then I like stress myself out until I get it done. So
okay. I can relate to that. Sierra?
Oh, girl, I ignore people. Like, it's my job.
You what?
I said I ignore people.
You ignore people. So you ignore.
Anyone. What'd you say?
Wait, say that again. You're so soft. I couldn't hear you.
I ignore people. I ignore everyone and everything, and I just won't do anything. Like you said, like I veg out, but I ignore people. I'm so good at it because I feel like I get overwhelmed often, but I'm working on it.
Okay. Jordan, what do you do when you're overwhelmed?
I guess I kind of shut down too and take a nap. I like my naps.
Yeah.
But I will definitely add something else to that, which I think ignoring people and just kind of shutting down. I think we sometimes forget that it's okay to ask for help. And I don't know if it's like I'm embarrassed or I feel like Renika, I know you said that you're pretty new and yes. I'll come back to that. You guys carry on.
She's like in between work right now. She's taking these breaks. Okay. So I like what she was saying about, you kind of like shut down and take a nap. Because it blows my mind how similar we all are. But how important it is for us to identify what to do in that. And so for me, it's having Danielle, who isn't that way, calling me out. Mm-hmm. So having someone who calls me out and reminds me of the bigger picture, which is hard because, we live our lives. It's really hard to believe that the bigger picture is so close and tangible sometimes. Jordan, are you ready?
Yeah. So what was I saying?
We were going to ask you to the shutdown.
Yeah. So feeling like it's not okay to ask for help. I mean, I'm the type of person where when I got my first job when I was 16, I didn't ask my parents for money anymore. For the week, like $20 to go to the movies or last me for like 2 weeks and stuff because I was making my own. And after that, I never asked my parents for money. Like sometimes they would give it to me and stuff. I just didn't feel like I needed the help because I felt like I could do it on my own. But when this business is new, we sometimes try to reinvent the wheel. But Noelle's done this. It's okay to ask for help. And I'm just now kind of getting to that because I'm like, she called me yesterday. Like I've worked the hardest that I have ever in this business, but that's because I'm asking her for help. I'm like, hey, I don't know what to do in this conversation. What would you guys say? I'm putting it in the group chat. Yeah. And because before I wouldn't ask for help, I tried to do it on my own. And if I keep doing those patterns, it's not going to get me anywhere. And these conversations are going somewhere because I'm asking for help and I'm reaching out. So don't just shut down because as somebody who's, Noelle, how long have I been a coach? Like, but
how many
about 3.
Been to?
Yeah. So 3 years. Yeah.
Third summit.
Yeah. So this is my 3rd summit and I'm still at Emerald, but that's going to change. I plan on advancing in rank and whatever that turns out. Like that's the work that I'm putting in now and the help that I'm asking for now. So I get experience the rejections that I'm getting in now and then releasing. It's going to go more than what I've done last year which was nothing. I didn't put into it and I didn't ask for help.
Yeah. So, we moved the screen.
Yeah, I saw it too.
No, I think thank you so much for sharing that because that's 100% how it's been. And it's really encouraging for me to see that. So that goes into what I was saying, that feeling okay to ask for help and to not look at me, you guys, as like your boss, because I am not your boss. And I am in the trenches with you. I start every month at 0. Everything. I've never not started the month at 0. And everything one of the biggest things about Beachbody is you got to stay in phase 1. And phase 1 is doing all of these what feel monotonous activities like that you did as the first day you become a coach to the last day you become a coach, whatever that means. It's all the same. I don't have any secret conversation I haven't shared with you, any secret anything. So we have to treat each other like we're on the same level. We completely are. So I am your person just as much as Danielle is my person until you guys find someone that you think is way cooler to work with one-on-one. Does that make sense? So
I
I
agree.
don't want you guys to ever think that you're disappointing me, because I've heard that, not from just you guys, but from other coaches who aren't here right now, that they're too afraid to come to me because they are too afraid of disappointing me or being embarrassed about how they've handled the conversation. If I could share some of your I have a girl, I forgot to tell you this, Sierra, that did the whole thing. She was a reference from a friend who's in one of my accountability groups right now. And she was ready to go, sent her the script, and she hasn't talked to me since. She knew the cost, and she hasn't even looked at the email. Anything. She likes all of my pictures on Instagram. She watches all of my stories. And you know what I'm doing? It's so bad. Not bad, but it's embarrassing. But in Instacart, you can resend emails. Every couple weeks, I just resend it, thinking like, and then just like maybe.
I've done it too.
So don't think that like it doesn't happen to me. It does. It's happening right now.
I've done that too.
Oh, I resend, yeah.
It hasn't worked yet, but it might.
I love it. Yes.
So
I think it's good.
But like, I even have this. This is what my little office looks like. I have this big calendar. It has all your guys' names in it, and Success Club numbers and stuff. And then over here, these are all my follow-ups. So I have it somewhere that I can see. These are all people who've told me yes, but not signed up yet. Okay, and those are the people that I talk to. I go through that list, and once a day I reach out to them. But the other rest of the work is all new people. It's all just making connections. Okay, making connections. So going back to what I was trying to talk about, overwhelm. It sounds like we all do the same thing. We all shut down and take in some respects. Shut down and go to the grocery store with the kids. Shut down and watch more Moana. Shut down and do the dishes. Shut down and Netflix.
Take a nap.
Or take a nap. But Renika and I are not taking naps, okay? We ain't shut down.
Jordan, we're here.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. And Sierra is in grad school, so a nap it's either nap or do her hair. She clearly chose her hair.
Learning.
Sorry. Anyways, so Renika, maybe you have some guidance in this. What would you suggest to someone who came to you?
How much time is left?
We got 10 more. Oh, we got 10 more minutes. What would you suggest to someone who says that they're feeling overwhelmed? What should they do? And they shut down.
Oh, is this because I'm a counselor you asked me this?
Yeah.
Okay. So if someone tells me they're feeling overwhelmed and in order to cope with being overwhelmed, they often shut down, I would suggest maybe they think about what is going on, take some deep breath, step away from the situation for a little, and then once you're calmed down, you can approach it slowly and take it step by step.
Mm-hmm.
And if that doesn't work, reach out for help. Come back to me and let me see, what have you tried? What did you try? What worked and what didn't work? So it's pretty much kind of like reaching out, like you were saying. But in that moment when you're feeling overwhelmed, it's good to walk away from it, get what you need to get to recuperate for yourself, and then go back to it. Because it's still going to be there. You can't avoid it. So
I like that a lot. And one thing that Daniela suggested to me when I'm feeling overwhelmed or just like in this like pity party mindset, because feeling overwhelmed and the pity party happen. And then the other thing in that pity party, you start comparing yourself. So that's when you reach to your phone and start Instagramming and be like, oh my gosh, that post is so great. Oh my gosh, she looks so healthy and happy. It's like becomes this negative gun world. And so Danielle said, when I get like that, I need to put my phone down, or maybe turn it up, and play one of my pump up songs and just dance it out like crazy, like I'd be embarrassed if anyone saw me, and just like shake it off, Anyway, sorry, I'm not wearing a bra. This is recorded.
Neither am I.
It's so much more comfortable. Okay, this is going on YouTube later. Gosh. So that's what I'm gonna start doing this week when I feel it. And the song I'm gonna be doing it to is "The Champion" that I'm obsessed with. You guys listened to it yet? Carrie Underwood, "The Champion." I know Jordan knows it. Don't you?
Oh, Carrie Underwood. I like Carrie Underwood.
Yeah. I love it. And Ludacris is in it. So you know it's legit. It is such a good feeling song, and I'll post it in the team page again. But that's what I'm going to do. And the other thing is I'm going to tell you guys in our group. I'm going to be like, guys, I'm feeling overwhelmed. And then you guys got to respond, #dance party. Or I'll just text you guys, #dance party, and you'll know what I'm saying. And then I want us to do exactly what Renika said and do things step by step. The steps. Hi, Nolan. Birthdays, invites, hey girl messages, follow-ups, new friends. And just do it slowly and steadily until it stops feeling overwhelming. The last thing is there's this book called Eat That Frog, and it's all about doing the hardest thing first. And I think that should be a focus for us in June, is to do the hardest thing first, which is, for us, the general follow-up. Not the follow-up for people who necessarily said yes and no. That one might be the hardest one, whichever it is, and start that first. Just start our follow-ups. How does that sound? Does this feel good knowing that we're all in this together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. What are your guys' goals for the next 5 days? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to say it.
I'm going to go ahead and say mine first because I have like 10% of my battery left.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm definitely going to do 5 power hours for that matter. But I was wanting to do one waking up early in the morning like I talked to you about yesterday. Like I used to at 4:30 for, what do you call it? What's the program we just did, 80 Day Obsession, and just kind of treat it like the same gig. And then in the evening time, if I have time, I'll probably get a second one in just to, because my schedule's so busy and I need to be able to follow up with people, and then transferring from my social media to text message and phone calls because it's my conversations drag out too long because my friends are in different time zones and stuff. So that's definitely a goal. And hitting Success Club. Sierra, where you at, girl?
So that means, Jordan, 2 more people.
That does mean 2 more people.
And you have some great conversations going right now.
I need to make new ones too.
Yeah, exactly.
You're on my butt?
Yes, because I have a girl who's gonna sign up on Friday when we get paid at work, and she told me I've been trying to get her for months. But you're on my butt. You're on my butt. I am. She told me to be on her butt too. So
I thought I felt an itch.
Love it. I love it. I love it.
Catch you.
I love it, Sierra. Sierra, one person. You can help one person.
I'm gonna do it.
You can. No. You got your girl for June 1st. I'm talking. You can help one person for May. I know you.
And Renika, you are so qualified. You are so qualified. I caught that comment at the very beginning of the conversations because I know you feel like you're new, but you are so qualified. You want to know why? Because you struggle just like everybody else in this world, and somebody out there is struggling just like you, but you're doing something about it. They're probably wanting to do something about it too. They just don't know how. You are absolutely qualified.
And Renika, your posts have been ridiculous.
Like,
amazing.
Guys,
so good.
I've been actually really working on putting myself out there and building up just followers, because before I was pretty much non-existent. Hi. Okay. You can go. Mommy talking, okay?
What's that? Am I officiated? Official?
Really that, and I have a lot of people, a couple of people who are wondering, what is she doing? Some of them don't say anything, but I can see that they're looking. So I can see, and some of them are liking. So I have plans of following up or just sending them a hey girl message and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You are inspiring, girl. I watch your posts all the time and double tap, and you're posting pictures of you working out on Facebook, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so brave. I want to be just like her.
I'm so scared though. I'm just
no,
like,
you're so great.
I love it.
You guys are all great.
Your goal is one person this month. You can help one person.
I'm working on it.
I want you to, you can't sleep until you help one person on May 31st. You better be up all night.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I got you.
But you guys, we all, like, my goal is to help 3 more people. I got 4 more people this month in 5 days. And that's going to be record breaking. But I'm in this with you guys, and I'm not letting up because we need more people on our team. We need more transformations to celebrate. And got this. I want you guys, my last thing, a challenge for this week. By Tuesday, I want to see a snapshot of one of your videos and Instagram, one of your workouts and Instagram stories. Just do one move, put it on Instagram story. One. It can be your best one. No one has to, you could have done it 5 times just to get a good video. I don't care. But I want to see one in your Instagram story. Okay? Yeah. One move. And if you want to be crazy, do 3 like I do. Okay?
You gotta take a picture.
Yep.
Picture. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I love it.
Also, wait, hold on. Team cleanse. We were doing a team cleanse.
Yeah.
I bought mine. Did you guys buy yours?
That's okay. We'll do it. We're going to do another one in July.
Are you still going to do it though?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Text me. Just text me.
Okay.
My phone's dying. I love you guys.
Hi guys.
Bye.